Good evening, traders. Welcome to the news summary of the day. Today I took two trades. One was nice, 1 to the 6, and second I closed manually because of some dangerous moves in my opinion. I don't feel stress on the trade. I like clean moves, especially if this is the momentum. This is the perfect fast trade. So let's start. The first zone I drew was the demand. Today I chose the M15 because it was cleaner for me to find anything because market is pretty ranging. It's not so big waves. It's very slow. So I lowered the time frame to find something what could be interesting. But of course I had in head that lower time frame the zones could be risky, right? We cannot compare the M5 zone to the 1 hour zone. So I had this in my mind. I drew here my demand zone, like this one, because of volume. Here, this one push had perfect volume. Here, market was ranging with liquidity grab. So this movement, this price action, we can call as a accumulation. It was huge drop. Price was sitting on the demand zone and did some invitation for sellers. So for me it was the accumulation, perfect textbook accumulation with a fresh high. So this push broke that zone. If I would draw this like this one, so this is one of my favorite setups, as I'm mentioning a lot of time on these videos, when the zone is created below some area. It was the previous lower high after this drop, and it was broken by a very fast, strong move, as we can see on this bar of volume. So my thoughts were that here is something interesting. Big order was placed here too to break this and to start some upward moves. That was my first zone, and then it was very hard to find the supply because of a lot of indecision candles, not beautiful wave, but by drawing kind of, not from here it looks better, as many wicks as possible, something like this one. Yes, here price was rejecting. It was the trend line, and the trend line on the upward move is like a support. So it was broken here. And also I was looking for strong candles. This one, he looks not so clean, but this is the bigger. No, if for that when I move the chart to the right side, the bars could be bigger. But this was the bigger candle, and here could be the supply. Also this one here, nice leg out. So two supplies close to each other. So I wasn't looking today for any sells because yeah, when I opened my charts, the price was on the demand. So I didn't want to wait for reaching the supply to look for sells. So these were my zones, and then let's go to the M5. It was nice scenario. Price was doing some support, equal lows we had here, and it was above the demand. So also textbook setup, what could happen here. I was expecting the liquidity grab, and the move was very powerful. It was just 10 minutes before London session. Nice rejection, and boom, shot to the upside. Incredible volume with a lot of buyers. So let's check on the footprint. Yes, it was exactly London opening. Yeah, I don't like the switching so much. Yeah, look guys at this candle. It is London opening, huge candle, massive sell order just below opening of this candle. So the move was like few seconds to the downside, and then appeared the boom to the upside. So fast explosion that here we had imbalance, definitely imbalance, right? A lot of buy orders on the right side, just 12 when price broke the base of the future demand, and here we have just one order. So as my theory is telling me, that the move was so sharp, so huge order was placed that the algorithm didn't have time to feel this. I treat this as a gap on the market, so later or earlier price probably should feel this, because there cannot be any holes on the road. And it nicely happened. Yes, it was. I'm just going to mark this. Beautiful reaction. Price didn't broke this with increasing volume, so respected this imbalance. So we could draw this, yes, as here, somewhere here. Yeah, now it's easy to draw because I see the candles which appeared later, but it was the last part of the previous candle, right? When it broke it, here appeared the imbalance. Let's switch to the 1 minute time frame. It wasn't so beautiful on 1 minute because it looks like here as equal lows. Couldn't be not so easy to read, but by doing so steps we could do this also endless. For me, this was the main equal lows. Appeared big bearish move, increasing volume, then price stopped. Yesterday I entered so on bottom, but today I realized that it is just 1 minute before opening of the session, so it could be really deeper invader. No one could know. So shot to the up, immediately move to the back. For me it was beautiful setup. I saw that probably Krasnik, Gasper took this trade. Yeah, it was Gasper. And so perfect reaction. Even without footprint, we could draw this. Yeah, from this week to this week. Here was the imbalance, the break of the structure, the last bearish one. Like from this week to this week, right? Here there were no sellers, no reaction, too fast, too big movement. And it was the big start was here on bottom, as we seen on the footprint chart, and by breaking the structure, it was the imbalance. So even without footprint chart, this was the beginning of the wave, and price when it came back down, we can see the volume was increasing, but the bearish candle had definitely lower volume than 2 times of the candle which caused this break of structure. So this is one of my criteria, that at least 2 times lower volume on the entry candle. And it was nice trade. I was aiming to this moment when I found that price was doing support. Then it was a last buy to get a better price for a sell. Even price reached the higher supply, and from here was the true sell. So I realized I was thinking that here could be placed the last order. Even the volume here was nicely high, so here could be the last big bullish buy order. So I was aiming to this area right here. So it is could be also the baseline from this supply. It was very fast and safe trade. Few minutes took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes trade. Very nice to get 6% up. Then market started to drop, so it was the reaction from the supply zone. I didn't feel confidence to look for any sells. I was happy after my buys. I was trying to find some good plays. Here was the small manipulation. Yes, break of the supply on the way. but price decided to fall down. So here was the moment when price should go down, right? He was the 50% of this first bearish candle. He was also the supply, but yeah, I hope that you understand what I mean. This, from here, probably some sellers took a sell position, but they made a buy. So here was placed big buy order to push the price up for, once again, for a better price for a sell. So this was the important area, and it was broken by this candle. Let's check the volume. The volume was really going up. So here was the push, the final candle, which caused the break. I saw that probably Scott marked this. So it was price indeed came here, but what I didn't like, this move looks like compression. Yes, this was the up and down, up and down, up, and I didn't see here the last final push. In more situations the push is, so for me it was high risk setup to look for a sell, because if for example 85% situations the last push appear, everything could happen. It was not so far from this supply, and I didn't have balls to jump in this. Yes, it was for me the missing one candle, or maybe more. I hope that you see here the compression, the very specific movement. And yeah, the fall was nice, very fast, few minutes only bearish candles. Yeah, so I took here my second position, because when price is doing our pattern as support with equal lows or resistance with equal highs, it means something. It means that maybe they want to manipulate us, the big guys. So if price was making here the equal lows, I was thinking, why the hell once again on my demand? And then I found that maybe the point of interest is a bit lower, which I didn't mark in case of my rules. Here was the second demand. Yes, price reached this. I didn't see this before. I marked this when I was thinking why we are once again doing equal lows on the same price level. So then I checked the volume, and I didn't draw the zone because the leg out from the base has lower volume than the base, than the indecision candle, and in this case the spin bar. You can see this. Yes, volume was high and then lower. I don't like bases like this. I prefer when the leg out have bigger volume than the base. It wasn't here. Then I was trying to explain what happened here. So maybe this was important because here was resistance. Maybe here was the intention was to invite some sellers because of this move. Price went up, was sitting on the supply, and then was boom. So maybe similar creation of the zone like I have here. Yes, I drew here the demand because it was break of the structure like the last previous lower high. And in this scenario, maybe the big banks chose those as a demand because this broke that supply for true. Yes, price was ranging in here. So not with my criteria this zone, but I marked this only because I was thinking why price is ranging here, right? So always when the banks are doing equal highs or lows, I am moving my chart to the left to find the reason what is going on. Yes, so with price was sitting on this demand, the liquidity grab could be really big, and it were just two zones close to each other. When it happened, price lost volume and I jumped into the trade. You can see how big difference is. So it was my reading was that this demand defended the sellers from the sellers and just holded the price as a valid one. So it was double shield, right? Two zones close to each other. Maybe with this knowledge, if I would draw this correctly at first, I wouldn't take this trade here. But I found this later, after this price action here. Just always look for a reason why price is doing support and resistance. Clean view was on the M5 on footprint. About re-entry, of course. Yeah, step by step. Why I closed this trade? Because I was aiming very high. I was aiming to this area, but I found the compression, the same move as here, which I don't trust, right? When I'm on the buy position and price is doing compression, who knows that it cannot happen like here without the last push, and especially that price was losing volume. Maybe I could have luck and the last push would hit my TP in seconds, or maybe price wanted to do same as here, just to fall down. So I didn't feel confidence. I lost belief on my position, so I closed it. Yes, I don't like bad emotions when I'm in my position. I prefer fast moves as here. It was very fast, no stress, no pullbacks, nothing. And here when price was doing zigzag, cha-cha, messy things, I didn't like this. I don't like ranging on my trade. So I closed it. Really big bravo to Scott that you holded those all pullbacks, because price wasn't ready, was inviting probably to take a sell because of this break of structure. That was sitting here, also lost volume, very dangerous. I would be waiting, of course, once again for the last push to take a sell, but let's see on the M5 how it was, where it happened here. This one candle, which I caught as a momentum, was 20 minutes past 12. Right, so by managing my position, I should draw here the line. This is the same scenario as it was here, right? Price exploded, and when missed the base, it made the imbalance here. Same was here. Here we had the base from the demand after liquidity grab, and boom, exactly in this place, price had only buy orders, no sell contracts. So this could be marked, of course. So let's do this on the normal chart. It happened here, right? When price missed the base, it made the imbalance. Right, so it was here the level of imbalance. So the question should be, if I am somewhere here, I see the compression, if I really want to wait for the imbalance in here to be filled. Yes, if price is losing volume, doing zigzag, it was almost my break even, so I closed this trade as a 1 to the 2.5, but it could be break even, right? So no wins. So I was happy with my decision, and it perfectly played, right? I just didn't like that the push to the imbalance was with so high volume. I am doing re-entries. I was looking, of course, on this. I mentioned this on chat that I was looking for the third trade after this closure of this one. But this deep invader, as we were laughing with Gasper, was too strong, too hard, high volume. Yeah, I didn't trust this price action here. So also here was very high volume. So my balls were too small to think about really the re-entry, and I realized that I should be happy with 8.5% up. Beautiful price action, and here is what I'm always waiting for, the compression, the zigzag move, a lot of indecision candles, and a final push as here to the supply. Which one was stronger? It was still here ranging. Yeah, so if we see only like this, with this candle, this is the last push. So we could look for a sell. Price is breaking this small last demand, but then appeared this one candle, so hardcore push to the upside. So it's making the setup for a sell invalid, right? Too big buy, bullish candle with hardcore volume. So prices then, it was the combination, right? The compression with the equal highs, insane. And here price just started to drop. Beautiful break of structure, but it was very close to the news, to the red folder news, and I would only look for entry somewhere here after the folder, the red folder news, because here we had hungry candle which opened and closed below the previous price action. So very interesting candle. Here were the news, very high volume. Yes, it was the half hour after New York opening, and then price just decreased with volume. You can see these bars were going down and down and down. Let's check how big stop loss could be here. 4 pips. It's not bad. It's still hardcore. People would not believe you that you are using 4 pips stop loss. Not with my criteria. I would set this as a free, as always, as a fixed one. But to be safe, we should always mark this above the measured candle. And from here to the demand, it was 21 pips in this case. Beautiful drop. So it was one setup. This was risky. I entered only because of the very small break of structure after this push. Whole construction was from a liquidity grab with equal lows. And so second setup. This third was risky because of missing the last push, but it's only my trading plan, only my criteria. You can of course trade based on your experience, and yeah, I entered here based on the M5 time frame. So 4 setups, let's say. I just see here something interesting. Only bullish candles. Just let's check the footprint. I wasn't then on charts. After 15 minutes, after one, we can also see bullish one nice candle which closed above the previous, so it is next higher high. Perfect imbalance in the middle of this candle, and price was losing volume in here. So let's see how it looks like in here. If I would mark this as M5, yeah, it was this one kind of very solid one, strong, decided to say bye-bye for this range. So this could be also the potential entry. Just want to check the volume on the lower time frame. We have our markup perfectly. Yes, price started to range, and the volume almost disappeared at the end. Nice one. But I don't like the pullbacks. Maybe if I would be on this trade, I would draw here my zone. Maybe the spread would kick me out or not. But good setup, correct, right? Here was the imbalance. This is the reason why I mostly have the M5 footprint. Only sometimes I'm experimenting on the M15 and M30. I stopped using the M1 because too small data on each cluster. But here I hope that you see this. This is the imbalance, not with 0, which I prefer personally, but this should be clean. A lot of orders, 30, 20, 30, and 2, and once again 30, and price just came back with decreasing volume. Very nice. So few setups still available every day. I will do my best to write the checklist maybe this will help you to make the decision, because really the strategy is very good. Some of us are really nicely profitable. I'm talking with a lot of you on the private messages. A lot of people are not active on main chat, and if strategy is working good and all the numbers on the checklist are correct and you see the decreasing volume, just pull the trigger. If you will lose, you will learn something. You can then send me the print screen of the place where you lost. We can find together the reason if you cannot find the explanation of your losing trade. This is the lesson, but with this strategy, with so high win rate, this is our advantage. Yes, I don't know what to say more. I know that some of you are really struggling with these entries, but I think that if all points on the list are matched and the checklist is made based on our strategy, so why to not enter the trade? If everything should happen good, yes, it was tested really dozens times. I'm recording every day the summary of the day based on the strategy and based on the checklist. Okay, guys, 26 minutes. It's my perfect time. See you on Monday. Tomorrow I have once again the second round of my tests. I need to be, I need to be there. So have a nice weekend, guys. Trade safe, and I remember one time probably Adam asked on the main chat that he see that a lot of traders are not trading on Fridays. Me too, for a long time. For me, the Fridays is a tricky day. Every day, everyone is tired. It's for me like trying to jump for a last train. So no one could know if the banks are also tired and they don't want to trade. For me, just of course, I don't like Fridays. I don't like jumping to last train. Who could know when the last train will drive? Yes, if maybe at the beginning of London, maybe summer on New York. For me, this is just everyone are tired. And yeah, see you Monday, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.